Thank you, Jason. It is now my privilege to introduce our senior class honor speakers. These two students are among the top 10% academically in their class and have been chosen by their peers to speak tonight. Our first speaker will be Aaron Smith, who will be attending Westminster College, followed by Trevor Schwer, who will be attend Montana State University this fall. Aaron?
Let me just say this first. When I was originally writing my speech, I wrote a complete anthology that described the trials and tribulations of each and every one of us. The speech I had written would have been a modern classic, even comparable to the Odyssey, some would say. But that speech was written when I thought we were going to win the senior versus staff game. So, here's the updated version of that speech. Whenever you walk into a library or some teenage girl's room, you usually see some inspirational quote that says something like, "Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars." Fortunately for you, that's not what my speech is going to be on. But, you know what, graduates? Imagine this. I've always wanted to handcraft one of those quotes myself. So, here it is. It may not be the American dream, but it's my dream. What do you think about that? You see, that's the type of innovation and ingenuity you can only get from 12 years of public education. When I was pondering this quote, it actually got me thinking. Not just how I can turn it into the focal point of my graduation speech, but how it's the way I've subconsciously lived my life. You see, success is all relative. What success is to me may not be success to somebody else. Like, when I say I got first place in my academic decathlon tournament, most people think that taking tests for fun is the worst way to spend a weekend, let alone their whole high school career. But when my friend Armand tells me that he picket fenced his speech tournament, then I, along with most of the people in here, don't know, let alone even care what that means. But there is one trait that links both of these things together. When both Armand and I achieve success, we know that's our success. And when you achieve success, you should feel personally gratified, regardless of what other people think. That's what I'm really trying to get across here. When you leave these walls, you will have people saying things trying to take away from your accomplishments, because what you're doing may not be the standard cookie-cutter life everybody wants you to live. That's when I dare you to face them, look them in the eyes and say, it may not be the American dream, but it's my dream. Have the courage to stand up for what you believe in, not because it's the arbitrarily accepted right thing to do, but because in this world, you have to constantly fight to be yourself and not let others change you. If you learn how to stand by what you believe in, because you know that is sincerely the best thing for you, then I promise you will live a life of personal success and personal achievement. Building off that idea, I want to talk to you for the next little bit, until somebody turns off my mic, about passion and how that relates to my homemade Pulitzer Prize winning quote. Here's a scary thought. When you wake up tomorrow, you officially begin the first day of the rest of your life. How do you want to live it? Do you want to follow a standard approved mold that has been followed thousands of times? Or do you want to follow Robert Frost's advice and take that road less traveled? That really all depends on one question. What is your passion? If you find solace in living a common, conventional life, then hey, fantastic, more power to you. You live that life to the best of your ability. But if you want to create your own mold, if you want to be a trailblazer, no, not the trailblazer that lost in the semifinals to the Golden State Warriors. I mean an actual trailblazer, a real trailblazer. The type of trailblazer that led to some of America's greatest innovations. Specifically the three things that got me and probably most of you through high school. Quizlet, Wikipedia, and group messages. But I digress. If you want to write your own story, then you take that less conventional road, and you do that to the best of your ability. For those of you who are bold enough, I dare you to have the courage to be the risk takers in your life, and let your passion take you as far as it will let you go. So once again, graduates, I ask, what is your passion? Right now, my passion is being the center of attention, trying to have people laugh at me. So we'll see how far that gets me in my biology major. Everybody in this stadium has something that they want to do with their life. And don't worry, you don't have to be coy about it. I know you're all waiting on the edge of your seat for me to finish up my speech so you can jog across this stage, grab your diploma, head home, put on Netflix, and wait until we all get herded in a big house for the night. But always remember to enjoy the moment you're in now. Everybody seems to be wanting to move on to the future because that's where they think the good days are. But sometimes the good days are the moment you're in right now, and you have to admire them for what they are. Thinking back on my high school experience, I always remember this quote. I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them. Someone liked it? Before wrapping up this whole thing, I need to acknowledge my family for helping me get to this point in my life. For those of you who like me, these are the people who have turned me into the man I am today. I know each of you have someone to acknowledge as well, and I encourage you to thank them. And, of course, I have to acknowledge my best friend from Math Club. I sincerely wish that everybody here can have a group of friends that are as supportive and challenging as these men are to me. For those of you who actually like me, these are the people who have actually turned me into the man I am today. Oh, yeah. One more thing. Before I go back down and sit next to Trevor over there. And for those of you who are saying to yourselves, oh, geez, I thought Aaron was going to give a more serious speech for my graduation. If you want serious, let's get serious. I think we all agree that United States politics is a very serious issue. So let's talk about that. The current state of our election has brought up a point that almost anybody can run to be president. So, it got me thinking, and it brought me to this conclusion. I, Aaron Smith, am officially announcing my candidacy for the 2036 presidential election. Power to the people, power to Math Club, and power to the class of 2016. The lacrosse star himself and my vice president, Trevor Schweer, who will be discussing our party platform.